This is Mac OS Ken.
A move toward normal for Apple stores in France. Lightly circle the 8th of March in your calendar. And Apple is still in Dutch with the Dutch. It is Tuesday, the 8th of February, 2022. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken. Brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Kanji, device management for your Apple environment. Learn more at kanji.io/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by New Relic, helping you monitor, debug, and improve your entire stack. If you're a developer or software engineer, you don't need me to tell you how complex systems can be. How much time have you spent trying to figure out what went wrong when something went wrong? And how much more time do you want to spend doing that? Stop it with New Relic. New Relic combines 16 different monitoring products that you would normally buy separately, so engineering teams can see across their entire software stack in one place. With New Relic, you can pinpoint issues down to the line of code, so you know exactly why the problem happened and take care of it quickly. That's why the developer and ops teams at DoorDash, GitHub, Atlassian, and more than 14,000 other companies use New Relic to debug and improve their software. That next bug hunt is just around the corner. Get New Relic before it happens. And you can get access to the whole New Relic platform and 100 gigabytes of data free forever, no credit card required. Sign up at newrelic.com/macOSKen. NEWRELIC. That's newrelic.com/macOSKen. newrelic.com/macOSKen. It's not back to normal, but back toward normal. Apple Insider says Apple stores in France have resumed normal business hours. The piece says hours were reduced a couple of months ago amid a spike in COVID-19 cases headed into the holidays. According to Consomac, according to Apple Insider, cutting hours meant being able to operate with a reduced staff. Stores typically open later than their usual 10 a.m., and closed 1 or 2 hours earlier than their normal 8 p.m. Now the piece indicates all 20 of Apple's retail locations in France are back to the old 10 to 8 grind. Again, that is toward normal, but not to it. Visiting stores is still by appointment, according to the report. The number of visitors in a store is being kept low, and physical distancing and masking are still required. Lightly circle Tuesday, the 8th of March, on your calendar. Last Friday, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman said that is around the date that Apple is targeting for its next Wish You Were Here media event. Citing Secret So-and-Sos, Gurman says the announcement will mark Apple's first major event since a new MacBook Pro debuted in October. Like the company's other recent launches, it's expected to be an online presentation rather than in person, said the people who asked not to be identified because the deliberations are private. As for what's expected, Gurman's looking for a new iPhone SE, the first of those in a couple of years. This one's believed to sport a better camera, a faster processor, and, of course, 5G. Also in the offing, a new iPad Air. This will also have a faster processor and a 5G option for the Plus cellular version. There are, of course, new Macs in the works as well, as the company continues its Apple Silicon transition. The next could also come as early as March, according to Gurman, sounding less like somebody who's convinced and more like somebody trying to hedge their bets. Also, iOS 15.4 because, yeah, sure. Assuming the 8th of March is the date, it'll likely be about 3 weeks before Apple notifies the world. And so, we wait. Apple's got an investigation and another invoice in the Netherlands. A piece from Apple Insider says an antitrust regulator in the Netherlands is once again investigating whether Apple has done enough to comply with its order over dating app alternative payment options. This after Apple said it would still require developers to pay a 27% commission for using a third-party payment system. I know you know, but we will recap quickly. Over the holidays, Dutch regulators ruled that Apple would have to give developers behind dating apps the option to use payment methods besides Apple's own in-app payment mechanism. Apple eventually said okay, though the company did make it clear that it still planned to collect a commission, though at a reduced rate. Then last Friday, Apple said that reduced rate would be 27%, just a tiny bit less than the usual 30% it collects. That caused much consternation among some developers and, it seems, Dutch authorities as well. Well, maybe with the Dutch authorities. The Authority for Consumers and Markets in the Netherlands says it is examining the changes Apple's made to see whether it's now in compliance with ACM rules. In the meantime, they're going to have to cough up that dough. Back in January, the ACM started fining Apple €5 million a week for not complying with the third-party payment method mandate, though Apple had said that it would comply. Saying and doing are two different things, and the fine was for not doing. Those fines are apparently levied on Mondays since, according to a piece from Mac Rumors, the third was levied yesterday. According to the report, the ACM Monday said it has still not received enough information from Apple to assess whether Apple has properly complied with the order. The competition regulator will continue to fine Apple €5 million per week, up to a maximum of €50 million, until it finds the company has come into compliance. Or, until it gets €50 million, I guess. That is an amount that Loop Ventures principal Gene Munster figures Apple could make in about 5 hours. News of an interesting Apple acquisition. Mac Rumors says the company has picked up AI Music, a startup that uses artificial intelligence to generate personalized soundtracks and adaptive music. According to the report, the technology is able to generate dynamic soundtracks that change based on user interaction. Music during a workout, for example, could change based on the wearer's heartbeat, adjusting to workout intensity. Personal and techno-utopian as that sounds, the piece also has the company describing its wares as a feature that could allow advertisers to create audio that would match user context, like mood. Before the acquisition, the company's LinkedIn page said AI Music allows brands, developers, and sonic adventurers access to our intelligent music library. Our goal is to give consumers the power to choose the music they want, seamlessly edited to fit their needs, or create dynamic solutions that adapt to fit their audiences. As for what Apple might do with it, Mac Rumor says the company could potentially make use of the AI music technology in several ways. Songs that can update based on heart rhythm could be useful for Apple Fitness Plus, and Apple's Photos app uses royalty-free music to provide songs for photo slideshows, so on-demand generated music that matches mood could come in handy for that purpose. The acquisition was completed in the last few weeks, according to the report. At the time, AI Music had about 24 employees. No word in the piece on how much Apple paid for the company. News Corp has extended its content partnership with Apple. Apple Insider ran a piece over the weekend that had News Corp CEO Robert Thomson making the announcement. During his company's earnings call last week, Thomson said, "In addition to our substantial deals with Google and Facebook, we have extended and expanded our multi-year global agreement with Apple." Not much in the way of details, though extended and expanded have Apple Insider expecting more from the tie-up. Apple News Plus subscribers currently get access to content from the Wall Street Journal as part of that deal, as well as the Times out of the UK. Items from the New York Post and the Sun are also viewable in Apple News under the free offering, according to the report. Signs of life for an Apple data center in Iowa. The website for WHO 13 out of Des Moines, which I found thanks to Apple Insider, says Apple's plans for a data center in Waukee are scheduled for review by the city's Planning and Zoning Commission tonight. You may think these things take time and still have no idea. The plan was first proposed nearly 5 years ago, with Apple CEO Tim Cook unveiling the project at the Iowa State Capitol alongside Governor Kim Reynolds. You can catch the 2017 speech on YouTube if you like. Since then, the piece says some site work has been completed on the lot, but no buildings have been built. WHO says updated site plans have been made public ahead of tonight's review. Those show intent to build a 315,000 square foot data center with room for as many as 5 more identical data center buildings at the site. When proposed, the site says the data center campus was expected to cost more than $1.3 billion. Of course, those were 2017 dollars, so who knows how much it'll be today. WHO reached out to Apple for comment on the project's status. I wonder if they were surprised to receive no response. Because they didn't. Which is not surprising. More news in a moment, but first a word from Kanji, device management for your Apple environment. New hires. They're the worst. Where's the coffee maker? Where's the bathroom? Where's the computer you want me to use to do my work? They're really actually not that bad, and getting their gear ready is easy with Kanji. With Kanji, a new Mac, iPad, or iPhone can be ready for your new hire right away with all the apps and settings that they need. If you've got somebody new coming into sales or somebody coming into the data team, you know what apps they need. So does Kanji, thanks to Blueprints. Blueprints let you easily assign the right apps, security controls, and automations to each device based on team, department, or location. Works great for education environments too. Kanji can help you keep things organized, spending less time managing devices and more time helping the noobs. And of course, Kanji keeps that blueprint. If an app is uninstalled or a setting is changed, the Kanji agent detects it and fixes it, saving you time and trouble. Go to kanji.io/macOSKen for a free demo and trial. KANDJI, that's kanji.io/macOSKen. Find out why companies like Segment, Lacework, Allbirds, and others use Kanji for zero-touch Apple device management. KANDJI. Again, that is kanji.io/macOSKen. Your free demo and trial are waiting at kanji.io/macOSKen. News of a significant developer academy happening from Apple. iMore highlights a report from Khaleej Times covering the company's first ever all-female academy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The academy is said to be Apple's first coding institution in the Middle East region, run in partnership with the Saudi Federation for Cybersecurity, Programming, and Drones. Like Apple's other developer academies, this one is not just about the code. Students will also get instruction on marketing, project management, entrepreneurship, and more. The plan is to move more than 600 women through the academy per year. Some of that will be through 30-day starter courses, with the rest devoted to programs as long as 10 months. The story quotes Susan Prescott, VP of Education and Enterprise Marketing for Apple, saying the company was excited to welcome the first class of women to the Apple Developer Academy facility, and that Apple's App Store ecosystem gives anyone with an idea the opportunity to design and build incredible new apps that can change the world. Let us spend the rest of the day imagining TV to come. From the person who brought you Star Trek Into Darkness, The Rise of Skywalker, and Little Voice, comes another surefire winner for Apple TV+. Variety says the Cupertino streamer has ordered the drama series Presumed Innocent from David E. Kelley, Dustin Thomason, and J.J. Abrams. Inspired by the Scott Turow novel of the same name, Variety says the courtroom thriller series will tell the story of a horrific murder that upends the Chicago prosecuting attorney's office when one of its own is suspected of the crime. What's the twist going to be this time? That he did do it? I know I sound angry. It's mostly because I am. First off, I know that remakes and reboots are a fact of life. That said, I am annoyed that Hollywood has decided that I'm old enough to have this happen to me on the regular. Additionally, and I mean only a few people disrespect, has nobody noticed how lackluster J.J. Abrams stuff has been over the last few years? Lost was great 18 years ago. Star Trek 2009 was great 13 years ago. Star Trek Into Darkness was not great, and I still have flashbacks about Rise of Skywalker. When I thought we might never go to the movie theater again, I was really sad that that might be the last thing I ever saw on the big screen. Also, he helmed one of the only 2 shows Apple has canceled, but please, let's keep giving him money. That said, I do like David E. Kelley. It was his wife, by the way. From a show talked about at Apple to a couple of shows Apple is talking about, Apple TV Plus is doing another period piece, this one a comedy set in the early 1970s. Yes, I'm calling something set in the 70s a period piece. If I'm feeling old, you're feeling old with me. According to the release, the show, called Mrs. American Pie, follows Maxine Simmons' attempt to secure her seat at America's most exclusive table, Palm Beach High Society. As Maxine attempts to cross that impermeable line between the haves and have-nots, Mrs. American Pie asks the same questions that still baffle us today. Who gets a seat at the table? How do you get a seat at the table? What will you sacrifice to get there? Set during the powder keg era of the early 1970s, Mrs. American Pie is a testament to every outsider fighting for their chance at superficial greatness. Saturday Night Live alum and former Ghostbuster Kristen Wiig plays Maxine. The only other name star so far is Laura Dern. While she's said to be eyeing a key role, she's already attached as the show's executive producer, having developed it from the novel Mr. and Mrs. American Pie by Juliette McDaniel. No indication in the release on when the show will start streaming. And finally today, add a darkly comedic drama series to Apple's roster. Apple TV Plus issued a press release Monday announcing Sunny, a 10-episode half-hour series from A24. Based on the book Dark Manual by Colin O'Sullivan, the press release says Sunny is a darkly comedic drama starring Rashida Jones as Susie, an American woman living in Kyoto, Japan, whose life is upended when her husband and son disappear in a mysterious plane crash. As consolation, she's given Sunny, one of a new class of domestic robots made by her husband's electronics company. Though at first Susie resents Sunny's attempts to fill the void in her life, gradually they develop an unexpected friendship as together they uncover the dark truth of what really happened to Susie's family, becoming dangerously enmeshed in a world Susie never knew existed. Sounds like AI meets JFK. Could be a BFD. Sunny will be the second title to feature both Jones and A24 for Apple TV+, though the third title for Jones alone. For the two together, Jones starred alongside Bill Murray in the Apple TV+ A24 film On the Rocks. Minus A24, Jones will be seen in the Cupertino streamer's dystopian series adaptation of the book Wool. No word when Sunny will shine on Apple TV+. macOS Ken, brought to you by me, and sponsored by New Relic, helping you monitor, debug, and improve your entire stack. Learn more and get started at newrelic.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Kanji, device management for your Apple environment. KANDJI. Learn more at kanji.io/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. Online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.